Okay, everyone, welcome. Beautiful Breslau Befrat Chevra and Baruch Hashem. I'm recording this shir now from Uman. Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem. I'm just going to walk the camera over here so you can see. All right. I'm just going to walk it so you can see where we are. Okay, I just chose to sit over here so I don't disturb anybody when I record the shir. So this is where we are now, Baruch Hashem. I wanted to make sure that we have a kriyas in our learning, and even we were able to learn Baruch Hashem. Yesterday it was Shabbos B'Tammuz, and we didn't miss out. And how can it be that I'm in Uman by Rabbeinu HaKadosh and we won't continue? So here we go. Now we're in Likutey Halachos, Hashkamas Habayka Aleph, and now we're up to letter Yud Beis. Meridik idea again. Might see Nekudas Toivos in Klal Yisrael, and here was what the Rebbe says today. It's mamish Meridik Azach. Here we go. Zebechinas Arba Parshat Shekalim Bechinas Tzedakah. So we spent a lot of time discussing this idea of the Mishkan, Nekudas Toivos in the Mishkan, and how Moshe Rabbeinu used the Shekalim to melt them down, and everybody gave an equal part of the Machzas HaShekel, Shekel HaKodesh, and it was melted down to make the beautiful Adonim for the Kroshim, foundation of the Mishkan. So now the Rebbe is just going to take that a little further. So now we're going to talk about the Arba Parshias. And again, the Rebbe Nosson is trying so many different avenues in different ways. He tried with tefillah and with brachas. He tried with tzedakah, and he tried with many different ways to get to everybody, to understand that everybody has to be able to do this and to be mitzi and nekuda taiva within themselves. So tzedakah zeh bechinas chesed la'Avraham. Tzedakah is chesed la'Avraham, right? Avraham Avinu is the midah of chesed, and tzedakah, you give tzedakah because you want to do chesed, and that's what tzedakah is all about. So I said tzedakah v'chesed in kol olam. You have to make tzedakah and chesed in everyone. Anywhere you go, you see anyone that's in need, anyone that needs anything, you have to always, mamish, make sure to do chesed with them. And then you'll be able to find nekudas toivos. Again, tzedakah. Avraham Avinu was able to be Megaya the Gerim. He was able to be Megaya the Gerim from Goyim. Halachos kama v'kama from Yidden. Oh, every one of us, every Yid has a nekuda taiva. Again, some it's much harder to find, but every single Yid has a nekuda taiva, of course. And then by giving the tzedakah, that'll help us out tremendously. Tzedek yikreu l'raglei. The Navi Yeshaya says the beautiful word tzedek yikreu l'raglei. Righteousness will call tzedek. We're talking about tzedakah, right? Yikreu would be called l'raglei. What does that mean? The Rebbe says here, wow. Shayadei tzedakah yichaylim likroi es hatoiv sheneifel b'madrega tachtoina. You can, through tzedakah, you can take that nekuda taiva that fell b'madrega tachtoinis, that fell in the lowest levels. V'chinas raglin, like the feet. You know, we know that we're in now. We're in the ikvus of the Mashiach, and we know that it's considered like the akev, right? The akev is the heel. It's the hardest part. We don't really feel and we don't really sense, right? That's where we're up to now, right? The earlier generations, they were attributed to the head and to the torso, the arms, and we're in the lowest level, and we are now mamish on the akev, and that's why we call it the ikvus of the Mashiach, right? Because it's the akev. Right? So here we say the raglim, bebechinas vatigal merglakleisav vatishkav. The Chemer was b'dibur Rabbeinu Zal b'makei macha. Shaydei tzedakah ma'orim atoiv shenelam v'nistam b'mekaymis v'chaykim Hashem Yisbarach. Through tzedakah. Through tzedakah, if you give the tzedakah for the right reasons, you give, it doesn't matter always the amount, but if you give the tzedakah, and you do it because HaKadosh Baruch Hu said to give tzedakah, and you're doing it to fulfill the mitzvah of the Rabbeinu Shalom, it's the best. This is the idea of the Shekalim. This is the idea of the Shekalim. Why the Shekalim? Because the Shekalim with tzedakah. Right? All right. Now, from the nedavas of the Mishkan, because the Mishkan was built, was nislake, it was gathered together from the toiv that everyone gave. And what was the toiv? It was through the tzedakah that they gave from the machzis hashekel. Now, in Parshat Zachar, bechinas melchames Amalak. So when the Arba Parshas before we get to Pesach, so we have the 4 Parshas. Right, so the first one is Shekalim, then the second one is Zachar. So now we understand you need first to find the Nekuda Tova in oneself, to lift oneself up, to get ready to get ready for Pesach. You need to lift oneself up. You need to lift oneself out of that understanding that I'm not good and I am good. I'm mamish good. By finding in the Nekuda Tova, I see I'm mamish good. And like we said, that a little bit of toiv, a little bit of or can be doichik harbe choshech. It can push off so much darkness. So now we say, V'acha Karim Parshat Zachar, Bechinas Melchames Amalek. Amalek. Who's Amalek? He says, okay, they should might see that toiv through the fact that I was able to find the toiv. That's how I can subdue Amalek. Because what is Amalek? Amalek is the main point of the Sitracha. To knock down those are the weak-minded ones of Klal Yisrael. Those Yidden that don't understand that they're good. Those Yidden that are falling behind. Those Yidden that think chas v'shalom they don't have a part with Klal Yisrael. Chas v'shalom. It's not true at all. Kilu ein lahem tikva. They think they have no hope. They think they think they're doomed. Chas v'shalom. Oyid chas v'chinas v'yazani b'chol kala nechashalim. They would go after the v'yazani. V'yazani is a tail. Right, they would go in the back. They would be the Amalek, the Yidden that were falling behind, those that weren't going with the mainstream, like so to say. They weren't going with the mainstream. They were falling behind. Why were they falling behind? Because they didn't feel that they had a connection with Klal Yisrael. They felt that they weren't good, chas v'shalom, which is not true. But now, by the find that they found in the Nekuda Tova, the fact that they found in the Nekuda Tova in them. Oh, they were so tired and they were so worn out. They were worn out. They wanted to come and they wanted to attack those guys. Those poor Yidden that were falling behind. That's the ones they wanted to attack. Those that have the weak ones, to knock them down. They would mamish lurk behind them to try to find them. But when you find in yourself that Nekuda Tova, wow, a fila based nefila, like even in the time that a person's going through a nefila, befrat a time when the person's going through a nefila, he has to find the Nekuda Tova. That's what'll get him out of the nefila. That's what'll bring him up and bring him to the aliyah. He needs the Nekuda Tova in order to take him out of the nefila, to bring him up to have the aliyah. And that's how we could mamish. We could be machnia Amalek. Ba'al Kain Acher Parshat Shekalim Shu Bechinas is Oiris HaToiv. So therefore, after Parshat Shekalim, because that's the awakening of the Toiv, Koyrim Parshat Zochar, that's when we read Parshat Zochar. So it's not random, Chavra. It's not random that, Chazal set up that, we're going to read Shekalim, and then we're going to, and then we're going to read Parshat Zochar, and then we're going to go to Parshat Parah, and then we're going to do Parshat Chodesh. You're going to see Amid Hashem. It's so beautifully calculated. And again, I want you to understand something. The Reb Nosson is never going to tell us. He's never going to tell us to do any chumras. He's not going to tell us to do anything extra. All he wants us to do is to have feeling in what we're doing, to lift us up, to lift up Klai. So that's all Reb Nosson is trying to do through Likutey Halachos, and show the beauty in every one of the halachas that we have. And not chas v'shalom that there's a halacha that's not connected to another halacha. All the halachas are so beautiful, and all the halachas are so connected one to another. And when people think chas v'shalom that the halachas are disjointed and they're not connected, that's when they can lose. They lose. They don't see the beauty. But Reb Nosson's going to teach us through Likutey Halachos how we see the Mishkan. The Shekalim, he's connecting Parshas Zochar. He's going to connect Parshas Parah, the Parah Aduma. He's going to connect Parshas HaChodesh. Everything is connected together. And this is what Reb Nosson is doing. And how can you be successful? How can a Yid be successful in his Avodas Hashem? How can a Yid be successful in coming closer to the Rabbeinu Shalom? Finding the Nekuda Tova. And we have to do this every single day. Every single day, we have to work on this. Every single day is a new day. So we're going to stop over here now. We have to start we're going to be leaving soon. But I didn't want to leave you, Chevra, without we have a kriyas, and I want to keep the kriyas going. Okay, and that's why we have Baruch Hashem, the app, the WhatsApp, and I'll put it up there, Mitzvah Hashem. And please share the shiurim, and please invite other people to our group, and let's reveal the Torah of Rabbeinu Zal to Klal Yisrael. Thank you, everyone. Kol Tuv.